Okay, in this lecture, we are going to start nomenclature of compounds which will be never treated as principal functional group. Okay, actually they are functional groups only, but they are not treated as a functional group. They are treated as a substituents only. They are treated as substituents only. So, what is the procedure you have to follow and how you should name such functional group? They are basically, they will affect about the chemical properties, but still they don't call it as a we don't call them as a functional group. We will treat them as a substituents only. Once I say substituents, they will be written in the prefixes. Okay, here why I am telling this as a functional group and substituent, because it affects a lot. If I treat the same thing as a substituent, it will be in the prefix. Same thing as a functional group, it will be treated as a suffix. Okay, so writing place itself will be different. Therefore, it is very required to go through this topic, because their place changes, the entire name and everything will be changing. Okay, so let's start one by one. Now, first question is here, especially halogens. Okay, halogens are functional groups. Why? Because I am taking as a functional group. According to definition of the functional group, anything which changes chemical properties when attached to a hydrocarbon. When a group or a group of atoms attached to a hydrocarbon, they will affect the chemical changes. But here halogens are making the chemical changes, but still they are treated as a substituents only. Okay, even though they are functional group for the definition side, but for the naming side they are substituents. Therefore, in the naming, where you will write in the prefix. Okay, so let's start one by one with the easiest example, and some examples already we have done. Some rules we have done, some additional rules if they are there, then I will try to mention wherever it is required. Okay, so let us take with the first question. It is two halogens are there. Okay, now first step in naming of any compound, what is the first step? You have to select the main chain. So there is no much problem in the selection of the main chain, because straight chain will be the main chain. After selecting the main chain, then you have to do what you have to do, numbering. Then numbering here, if I do just as simple, it is a small chain, we can number it from either side and we are getting the lowest sum rule. According to lowest sum rule, both will be giving you same number. Okay, let me number with the left to right. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So if I number it from right to left, if I number it from right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, if you are numbering both of them, either side, you are getting locands. Locands are what? Here from left to right, the locant is 2 and locant is 3. And if I am right to left, to 2 and 3. So both way we are getting sum as a 5 only. Now it's used, we have to use another rule. What is that rule? Alphabetical order. Okay. So whatever the substance, whatever the substituent which we will write first, that should be given with the minimum number. Okay. So here Br starts with bromo. Br start with bromo and Cl start with chloro. Okay, Cl start with what? Chloro. Therefore, B comes first, this comes first, so it should be given with minimum number. So if I am writing from the right to left numbering, it will be 3, but if I am numbering from left to right, it will be given as a 2. So this numbering is correct when lowest locant rule is, lowest sum rule is followed. Okay. Now, first will be what? 2 bromo. First will be 2 bromo. Second will be 3 chloro. 3 chloro. So I have completed all the prefixes with number. Then it will be word root. Word root will be 4 carbons are there, so bute, okay, and single bond, AN, and no functional group is there, E. So answer will be 2-bromo 3-chlorobutane. What is the answer? 2-bromo 3-chlorobutane. So this is about the naming of uh, principal functional group, the functional group which will never be treated as a principal functional group. So in this case, if you are treating it as if you are able to treat this as a functional group, then the main chain will be like this. Main chain will be like this. The entire naming will change. As I told you, there are some function group which are always treated as a substituents. Now this entire will be treated as a substituent only. Okay. So that's why numbering will be done from here, and main chain will be this one. Rather than that chloromethyl, the main chain will contain longest possible chain. Okay, now it is treated as a substituent. Now name becomes as a 3-chloromethyl pentane. 3-chloromethyl pentane. Okay, now in this example, here double bond is there and chlorine is there. Even though function group, we will give the preference while giving the double bond number, giving numbering to the double bond, okay, because we are making the chlorine as a prefix, okay. So numbering will be done from left to right. Why? Because suppose in this chlorine, if some aldehyde or some alcohol, if any functional group will be there, that time numbering will be there, okay. So numbering will be from right to left, irrespective of the lowest sum rule, lowest locant rule. We need to number from the right to left only, because it is function group and primary function group. But chlorine being the function group but treated as a substituent, we will number it from the left to right. If I number from the left to right, this chlorine will be on the 5th carbon atom. So 5-chloropent-1-ene is the name of this compound. Okay, in this one, another function group other than the halogen, there are some more function group like ether. Ether is a functional group, but it is never treated as a functional group and written in the suffix. It is always written in the prefix only. Okay. So here this is the ether and its name will be methoxy. So once I say it as a substituent and I will write it in the prefix, you need not to worry about accommodating in the main chain. So this will be the main chain. This is going to be what? Main chain. And numbering will be from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So suppose in this place some ketone is there. Then this will be the main chain. But ether is a functional group but treated as a substituent. Therefore, numbering will be from left to right, and naming will be 5 carbon atoms are there. On the 4 you find methoxy. So 4-methoxy, 4-methoxy pent 2-ene. Okay, this will be the name of this compound. Okay, in these two examples, one is about the giving preference according to function group or substituent. So if I number it from the both sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Locants will be 3 here and 5 here. But if I number from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So locants will be 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4. Why I am doing? Because now nitro is no more functional group. So this is giving 2 plus 4 as a 6. Here it is giving 3 plus 5 as a 8. So this numbering is correct. Okay. Which numbering is correct? This numbering is correct. Now alphabetical order. M starts M N. So this should be written first. So it will be 2-methyl, 2-methyl, then 4-nitro, 4-nitro, 6 carbons are there, hex and single bond AN and no functional group E. So 2-methyl 4-nitrohexane is the name of this compound. And in the next one, see, here it is heteroside. In between two carbon atom, one more oxygen is coming. So now either you have to select this chain as a main chain or you have to select this chain as a main chain. You cannot continue both of them because between you found a oxygen. So it is better to select this chain as a main chain rather than this one, because if I am selecting this as a main chain, only one substitute. If I select this as a main chain, either side you are finding a substitute. Okay. So therefore, and again now numbering. Numbering will be done as both are prefixes only. Okay. Both are what? Prefixes only. So here C comes first. So numbering will be from right and then left. Okay. So 1-chloro. It will be 1-chloro. Then it will be 2-ethoxy. 2-ethoxy. Ethoxy because ethyl and oxygen. This is ethyl and this is oxygen. So 1-chloro, 2-ethoxy, and in the main chain you got only two carbon atoms, therefore eth, and in between them single bond with E, no functional group. Okay. So this is about the naming of the some more important interesting compounds. So in this example, again alphabetical order with substitute to substitute. Okay. So this will be the main chain. Now question here will be numbering and naming order. Okay. So because here if I number it from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Locands are 3 and 4. So 3 plus 4 I will get 7. If I numbering it from here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5 and 6. So from here to here also 3 plus 4, then I am getting 7. Once we get both side numbering as the same, then we should go for the alphabetical order. Okay. So this substituent name will be bromomethyl. This substituent will be bromomethyl. Okay. And this substituent name will be chloromethyl. This substituent name will be chloromethyl. So chloromethyl and bromomethyl. So bromo, B comes first. Therefore, it should be given with the minimum numbering. Here 4 and 5, this is the minimum numbering. Therefore, this numbering will be correct. Okay. So naming will be 3-bromomethyl. 3-bromomethyl. Then it will be 4-chloromethyl. 4-chloromethyl. Okay. Then total 6 carbon atoms are there. Hex, ANE. Okay. Hexane. So this is about the naming. Now I will write all functional group which are treated as a substituent. Which are treated as a substituent. First substituent will be halogen. Okay. Halogen is a functional group but treated as a substituent. Okay. And second thing, ether. Ethers also functional group, but they will be treated as a substituent. Okay. Nitro group. They are also functional group, but they are treated as a substituent. These are some functional group but treated as a substituent. So you should treat them as a prefix. Substituent means whatever the rules applicable. You need not to include them in the main chain. Numbering may not be according to their preference if functional group is available. Okay. So this is all about the naming of the substituents, naming of the functional group. which are treated as a substituents. Okay.